Hey everybody, this is Ryan and Angela from LostReviews.com, and this is kind of Blue Monday. We went down to South by, and we had plans to shoot 2 Blue Mondays down there, but that didn't work out because Angela got sick.
Alright, we don't want excuses. We want reviews.
Okay, let's get to it then. First up, we have Immortals, the 3D version.
This movie is embarrassingly funny and good.
Yeah, it's directed by Tarsem, who we love. If you haven't seen The Fall, you have to. You must.
Yeah.
I don't know why you haven't.
That's a good one.
So this, it kind of follows on the lines of modern
But he didn't write the story.
Mythology. No.
That's what the problem is. He didn't write the story, he just directed it. So the story is really cheesy. It's completely predictable from beginning to end, just like any Roman Empire, Greek mythology kind of movie. But the visuals are what you're seeing this movie for, and he holds up with that.
And the 3D is what you're seeing this movie for, because at the end, they just go all out, in your face, blood. It's awesome.
It's really good. I mean, it was like embarrassing for me to say that.
Yeah.
I really liked Tarsem. Going into this movie, people were like, why? Why are you going to see this? And I was like, well, I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Okay, come on. And then I came out there and was like, come on, guys, it was actually really good.
No, yeah, this movie is really good. You have to kind of sit through the beginning parts of story, but once Tarsem unleashes the swords and the blood starts flying at the screen,
the battle scenes are really, really well filmed. So it's a really good action film, worth checking out for that. And then it is in 3D, and it looks really good in 3D.
And it's got a ton of special features, talking head stuff, but you have to buy this on 3D. It also comes with a digital copy. Get this. Buy this on 3D.
Okay.
So, next up, I have a book for the town, and usually we go on weight. So if we go on weight, this town Ultimate Collector's Edition is insanely heavy.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? When this showed up, the town complete. What is it? Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Collector's Edition. The thing we said. Why?
Yeah, I didn't know either.
It's only been out for like a year.
Yeah, it comes. It's almost identical to what they did for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh.
They have all these little files and stuff on Ben Affleck and his crew, and you can put the tattoos on the back of your neck. So
don't be that guy.
I did. No, I didn't. A little personal message from Ben Affleck, and I was like, why? Why do this? Why have all of this stuff? And then I watched the movie and I saw why, because there's a director's cut with an alternate ending that is awesome.
Way better than what we saw before.
Okay, you know me, I like really dark and gruesome stuff, and I like the saddest ending you can possibly do is the kind of stuff that I want out of my movies, and that's the new ending for the town, and it makes it so much better. Though I do like the theatrical ending, giant poster.
Coming to my town?
You coming to Boston? So I do like the original theatrical ending, but I did enjoy this new version. Tons of commentary, sitting down, a new interview with Ben Affleck. So, holy crap.
That's a lot of stuff.
I couldn't believe I was going to do this, but I'm giving the town, the Ultimate Collector's Edition, a hardcore buy it.
Wow.
It's worth it.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's worth it.
He's really, really great when it comes to directing films.
Yeah, and the town is no different. It was a movie I enjoyed when it came out, and now on Blu-ray, I don't know why this happens so often. I enjoy it even more.
Alright then. Okay, so next up, moving on to another week, because like we said, we're like 3 weeks behind, so those are already way out. I mean, they're like old school stuff now. So now we have, this is from last week, The Descendants on Blu-ray.
The winner of the Kansas City Film Critics Award for Best Movie.
Picture of the Year.
Not necessarily do we agree with that.
But Alexander Payne did write us a thank you note.
Okay.
So it makes it okay.
You enjoyed this movie.
I did. It's pretty. And it's really sad.
So, pretty and sad on Blu-ray equals love it.
Equals Best Picture of the Year.
So tell us a little bit about The Descendants.
What's the story? I mean, it's George Clooney. He hasn't been at home a lot. I think his job takes him out of town. and he gets a call that his wife has been in a really bad accident, like water skiing or something.
She was on the back of a boat and got thrown out of the back of the boat.
That's what it was.
Now she is paralyzed and in a coma.
Yeah. So lots of tubing, lots of hospital stays. Very depressing. Also, while she's in this coma, he finds out that she was cheating on him.
Right. And he also has to sell his family's land, which the people of Hawaii do not agree with. They want to keep things Hawaii, and they don't want more resorts going up. So he is the sole person that gets the decision to what to do with this land.
And it's a lot of land.
Yeah, and his family is going to become rich off of this and set for life.
But then, yeah, the town will become more touristy and roads paved and trees plowed.
And he's the only one that's kind of self-sufficient. He comes from a wealthy family, but he lives off his own means, and it boils down to this
within
decision.
his means. He's not living crazy.
Yeah.
So it's about a lot of different things, but they all tie together very, very well. And of course, George Clooney's fantastic in it. The entire cast is really, really well casted. The older daughter that he has, I can't remember her name at this time, but she was really, really great in this. Showed a lot of emotion and, instability. And they team up. They you see them coming back together
they
as
have
a family,
a huge bond,
which is what you want in the movie. So it's got a really great ending, not to ruin anything, but a really good story. Enjoyable, I think, for everyone to watch. It
what
is
about
sad,
special
though.
features?
There's lots of them.
Well, like just talking head special features, kind of behind the scenes.
Stuff about casting, stuff about Hawaii and where it was filmed, and just location. Of course, you can show anything in Hawaii and I'll watch it.
So, beautiful Blu-ray, what are you going to give this?
I'm going to give it a really, really strong rented, like almost a buy it. But it's just because it's such a sad film that I don't know if people would watch it more than once. So that's why I'm kind of giving it like a really strong rent.
Okay.
But it looks really, really good on Blu-ray.
Okay, such a sad film that she's going to give a buy it. I don't know why anybody would want to watch this.
Melancholia is definitely a buy it. This is my favorite film of the year.
Okay, so back up why you're giving the sad movie The Descendants a strong rent it, and why you're giving the kill yourself movie Melancholia a buy it.
Because this is an apocalyptic film, and I love films like this. And it's Lars von Trier, and he knows how to film things so beautifully that it makes your eyes want to pop out and go, ah!
Any Lars von Trier film should come with a razor. It really should.
This is his most tame film.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
I would agree with that.
The softest, most tame film. So if you haven't seen any of his films before, and you come into this, you're going to say, oh my god, that is the most depressing film of my life. No. Watch Dancer in the Dark, and try not to kill yourself. Just try. But it is so fantastic.
I love this movie too. I haven't seen it on Blu-ray.
It looks amazing. You just say it just like that too.
Okay.
Special features, there's like no deleted scenes or commentary
Why
like
would there
throughout the film, but there is a lot of interviews with Lars von Trier and some of the people who worked on the special effects for the film, and they talk about
that opening sequence probably.
That and just like the layering of like the moon and the separate planet coming into alignment and how they did that. Like they show some of the layering effects and some of the computer deals as they're working on it, and then they also talk about just like the story of it more, and it's really interesting, but it's kind of dry too. I mean, it's just straightforward people talking, like there's no anything else really going on.
But we both love this movie tremendously. Magnolia movie.
I've watched it like 4 times.
Yeah, it's amazing. The story behind this, it's a must see, and I would say on Blu-ray, but you get to say that and
you have to get it on Blu-ray. I mean, if nothing else, it's Kirsten Dunst's best film she's ever done.
Yeah.
Okay, perspective, I hate her. I can't stand watching her in most films. And she brought this film to life. She was amazing in it. So go buy that film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Own it.
Next up, something that totally looks awesome. Not Neverland.
Yeah, it's a Sci-Fi Channel movie, so you have to lower your expectations. I'm a fan of like the Peter Pan movies, and especially Hook, which this is exactly like Hook.
Is it just a ripoff?
No, maybe. They've got the same guy that played Smee in this. he is back and he is playing Smee.
It's his only good role in life.
No, he's a good actor. So the movie, it's a made-for-TV movie, so it's what you expect. It's a kind of different twist we've never really seen how Peter Pan became Peter Pan.
Uh-huh.
So this is the story of how Peter Pan became Peter Pan.
Oh.
How he met Tinkerbell, how he got to Neverland, how Hook became Hook, and, you know, how it kind of like a Star Wars kind of relationship between Peter and Hook.
You are my father.
Yeah, kind of like that, but not quite the whole father thing.
Okay.
So there's aspects to that I enjoyed. I didn't love the movie. At times, it's really hard to watch because the CGI is really bad, but it's a sci-fi movie. So if you enjoyed this show when it was on TV and you liked Neverland when it was on Sci-Fi, they have tons of special features, tons of stuff in here to add to your viewing pleasure. So I'm going to give Neverland a week, rent it. Just, you know, it's kind of cool to see the story behind how Peter became Peter. You know, we have the bookend of how Peter didn't become Peter anymore and how he became Robin Williams, but now we have the bookend. We have this version, the Disney version, and then Spielberg's version.
We got it all covered now.
Now it's all covered.
And then Disney does all those Tinkerbell movies too, so you have every aspect covered.
Yeah, not included. All right.
Okay, this...
Yeah, and I screwed this up last night.
We kind of screwed this up a bit here, but...
It doesn't need to be on there.
Yeah, The Killing!
There you go, same picture.
Okay.
Okay, Killing, an AMC show about a murder. This show... AMC, I hate them. Okay? I really, really hate that channel. They
Why?
have Mad Men, and I have to watch that every week. I have to watch The Walking Dead every week. And guess what? Now I have to watch The Killing. Because it's fantastic. It's so good. It's so compelling.
Did it suck you in?
Yes, within the first 5 minutes, you have to see this show. It is so good.
Well, I've heard people talking about it.
I hate cop shows. I hate cop shows. I hate CSI type shows. But The Killing, oh my god. Buy this, buy this, buy
well,
this.
Is it like Twin Peaks, like they're saying it's kind of the same story of Twin Peaks?
No.
They're trying to go out and figure out why a girl was killed.
Right, but it kind of feels ishous, kind of like that.
Vicious.
Yeah, new words. I always do new words. But, not quite. I'm not putting it up there with Twin Peaks.
Because that movie, or that show, is on a whole different level.
Yeah. So, but The Killing is a great show. You have to see it. The acting in this is brilliant. Some great new people coming out. And the special features.
You actually like the people they cast? Because that's the thing you complain about on every AMC show.
Yeah, I love them. So good.
Wow, that's
best cast since Mad Men.
Which that comes back here in like a couple days.
Yeah. See, I can't stand the Walking Dead cast, but The Killing is awesome. Watch this show. And season 2 is coming out, so go buy this Blu-ray so you can be caught up.
Okay, next up we have this weird 35th anniversary book called Wizards.
Yes, this is the same guy that did Felix the Cat. Mm-hmm. And he also did the animated version of Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
So this is kind of a drugged out version of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, and it's kind of an homage to Tolkien. You would love this. Love this. The book is amazing. It's so trippy. This film is so trippy. We've got, fairies with their boobs hanging out and just weird elves.
'Cause I'm into that.
Yeah, so rather than there's some fairy boob. So the story is nature versus technology.
Oh, the
old-timely tale of
everybody
nature versus
tells
technology.
that story.
So the nature people, they just want to live with their magic and mystery, but the technology people want to come and wipe them out because there's two brothers that were born of this fairy woman, and one is like this weird, creepy old guy with like his bones are showing through his arms, and the other guy looks like a little gnome.
So it's a creepy avatar.
In fact, one of the wizards is called Avatar. So, but you would love this movie. I'm really suggesting this to you. If you're into what's that unicorn movie you like?
The Last Unicorn.
The Last Unicorn. If you like The Last Unicorn, if you like what's that creepy music animation film that you like?
American Pop.
If you like American Pop, you would love this. So this is a movie made for Angela.
All right, yay!
Yeah, so I'm going to give Wizards a huge buy it because the book inside here is amazing.
24 pages it says.
Yeah, and all the animation in here is awesome. So I'm giving this a major buy. It's great special features on there
Okay.
too.
All right, moving on. We have a few more from coming out this week of the 21st on Blu-ray. Roadie, starring Ron Eldard.
It's a Magnolia movie, so usually I love the living hell out of these.
But they can't be all winners.
Yeah, we've reached the point. So Roadie is about a roadie who comes back. He was on tour with Blue Oyster Cult, so they fire him. So he goes back to his hometown, and it's kind of, you know, that returning story, except not quite the returning hero, just the returning guy that set up a band's equipment.
Oh, so they forget him really quickly.
Yeah, you know, so everybody kind of is bashing on him and stuff, and he's trying to say that he was the manager of the band, and he wrote some of the songs.
Of course he did, because he wants more credit.
Right, so
Some street cred.
it's really a story of how he has to deal with his life and
How he peaked already?
yeah, and you know how he really, you know, he did something amazing with his life. He was on tour, he experienced the rock star lifestyle, but you know, he can't really take credit for anything that happened there. So the acting is what gets me here. The Ron Eldard, yeah, Ron Eldard, strange name. He is solid in this. Everybody else is B actor, B movie. So it really just brings the film down. And you can tell Magnolia didn't really support Roadie that much, as, you know, usually these things are packed with special features, and this just has the HD net behind the scenes.
Ah, so they were just trying to sneak it in there.
Yeah, so I'm going to give Roadie a pass.
Okay, so next up, we have the Waka Waka Value Pack, The Muppets. So exciting. Everyone loves this movie.
You do.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was really good.
I have no soul,
And
so I
this
just kind of
comes-
liked it.
And this comes with the soundtrack, so all the Muppet fans out there can sing along to it.
And you were freaking out the other day because if you go to Best Buy, you can get what?
You can get a collectible lunchbox, one of those old metal ones that has like this on the cover.
Yeah, she was trying to convince me of why the lunchboxes are so cool and why
I
we
like
have
'em.
to go get the lunchbox.
They're like collectibles and stuff. I don't have any, but I would totally collect them.
Yeah, you need to collect them now that they are on Blu-ray. Yeah.
No, it's a lunchbox.
Okay, so tell me the story of the Muppets.
So this is Jason Segel's baby right here. He said a long time ago, I want to do the Muppets. I want to do a Muppet movie, and he is in the film too. And it's about, he has a younger brother who is a Muppet. He doesn't know that. He thinks he's people.
Yeah.
And he finds solace through the Muppets show, finding things that he likes and is into, and people that he's liking when he grows up, which he doesn't actually grow up, but he grows older. They go to the Hollywood studios or whatever to go to the Muppets, and there they run into Kermit, and they get the gang back together.
Oh
and,
no!
Oh my gosh!
And video montage of getting the game back together.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. They make fun of themselves just the right amount of time. They have great humor and songs that are funny.
Okay, so this movie, I imagine, is perfect for Blu-ray. Tell me how Disney packed the special features in here.
There's so many special features. There's some that are actually just on the DVD. There's like the longest blooper reel ever that you can see on the DVD. And then they have a digital copy also. But on the Blu-ray, there's all these things about like deleted scenes and sitting down with the Muppets and the people who play the Muppets and casting and
Just awesome.
just so much stuff.
So,
I mean, you can't even get through it all.
how do people not buy this?
And then commentary with Jason Segel, which everyone loves that guy. He's the nicest person on planet.
So is the commentary good?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it's just like the movie. It's really funny. Everyone needs to own this. It's like, especially if you have kids too, this is actually a movie that people can sit with their kids and not get annoyed, because kids watch movies 27 times in a row.
Okay, so your kids want to buy this. They want to experience Muppets all the time. Disney kills you and they gave you the damn soundtrack. Is it okay to throw in your mom van?
Throw it in the mom van.
Soundtrack's good.
And get the lunchbox too.
Yeah. Send it to Angela.
Yes, send me a lunchbox.
Okay, so The Muppets is also the project to re-elect Obama, so let's talk about now.
Huh?
The War Room. Making fun of Fox News.
Okay. I didn't
You
do
don't, You don't remember when they were attacking the Muppets for being a left-wing agenda film about...
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So, The War Room is the project behind... It's the documentary of how they got Bill Clinton elected. And oh my god.
And I love that
is
James
good.
Carville's on the cover because he's scary as crap to look at.
James Carville is one of my favorite people of all time.
He scares children.
Yes. And he scares you so much that you will do anything he says.
So, I think I saw this a long time ago. This is a documentary, kind of just takes place in that room, right, where they're all
The
collaborating
War Room,
on how
dubbed
they're
by Hillary Clinton. You know, just where they come up with the ideas, where they find stuff.
Campaigning,
yeah,
right?
where they found stuff on Bush, and how they were going to take this stuff that they found and attack Bush with it, and how they were going to counterattacks and stuff like that. Just everything. Clinton was full of scandals. Mm-hmm. And this documentary shows how, when, women were coming out and saying that they slept with him, how they dealt with that, and going through piece by piece. Not only do you get the War Room on this Criterion version, you also get a documentary about, kind of coming back years later, about the people that were in the War Room and how things have changed for them now.
Oh, cool.
So just
looking back.
Awesome Blu-ray here.
Well, it's Criterion, so I'm sure it's packed with stuff.
So if you're into politics and stuff, this is a must-have, because the people that were behind the Clinton campaign are rock stars. Really rock stars. They are.
They need to get back in the game because Democrats are kind of...
Carville's still on CNN all the time. One of my favorite politicians. I wish he would run for president, because...
He wouldn't win because he's too scary looking. Just on that principle alone. That's the only reason, not to get all political, but Romney's not winning because people like him. It's because people hate him the least. Because he's the least scary looking.
Man, but I love him so much.
Who?
James Carville.
Oh, okay.
He scares all the right people. Okay, so I'm giving The War Room a buy it.
Okay, so last up this week, coming out on Tuesday, really, really great film.
Yes.
It came out this year, starring Gary Oldman. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
I love this movie.
Yeah, quite a name.
So
there,
good.
It does make sense.
So slow, though.
It's very slow. It's all talking.
Yes.
It's all talking.
It's a thinking man's James Bond.
Waiting.
Thinking man's James Bond.
Yeah. It also stars Tom Hardy and Colin Firth, which I love those guys. So great cast. Yeah. All kinds of great guys.
Gary Oldman.
I think there's one lady in this movie. Maybe one. There's a lot of dudes in this film. But it's not like, you get them confused because they're all like very individualized people, like Marcus Strong.
You have the best actors of any caliber. The best English actors of our time right now are all in this movie.
Yeah, really, really great film. Although, I wish they had used the cover differently. I like the poster of just Gary Oldman's face with all the little, picture puzzle pieces coming together. That's just like his eyeglasses. That's a really, really great picture. I wish they'd used that.
To talk about the case, I hope that Focus Features doesn't start doing this kind of gray boxing on their movies, because it looks like bargain bin.
Yeah, I don't really like it that much. But anyway, let's talk about the film, because it was really great.
Tell them the story of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's a spy film. Let's just keep it at that.
Well, no. Okay, Gary Oldman's character has to flush out a spy within his organization. A double agent. Yeah, a double agent.
A mole.
Yeah, he has to get the mole. So he has to flesh him out, but it's also going back to, past experiences that people had earlier, Mm-hmm. So it's like flashing back between all these things and things that happened here that now are very relevant here, and, things that he didn't pick up on when...
So you have to pay really close attention to this film, or you will just be lost. It is not a put it on and kind of walk around and do laundry kind of film. No. No. You need to sit down and put your thinking cap on.
Yeah, but for us, we love these kind of movies that require like 4 or 5 times of watching before they...
It is definitely it's one of those films when you get to the end, you immediately want to go back and watch it again.
Yes.
Because now you've got all the puzzle pieces, you think you're going to pick up more now when you go back and watch it again.
Yes.
So definitely worth watching multiple times.
Yeah, one of the best films of 2011.
It was. You should definitely get this.
Yeah, by Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
So we kind of rushed through that, but as you can see, we had a crap load of films.
Yes. Thank you for sticking with us.
Next week will be more moderate size, hopefully. So
That's what we said.
and then that's gonna be later.
All right. We'll see you next week on Blue Monday.
All right, bye.